Hello. We are live from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex at Cranberry Township. As this afternoon, the 2010 and 2011 teams are playing a mixed squad scrimmage. You see the white team here on the right of your screen and the dark colored jerseys on the left side. You're about to hear none other than Cine TV man himself, Jeremy Evans.
What's up, Swirly Nation? We're not ready to give you the full intro yet. Not ready. It's scrimmage, not game, scrimmage. We're talking about practice?
No, we're not talking about practice.
We're not talking about practice.
No.
We're talking about scrimmage. We're not talking about the game I love. We're talking about scrimmage.
It's always interesting early in the year here, Jeremy. You look out on the ice and you don't see all gold helmets. You see some new players. I see some white helmets, some black helmets. All of those will soon to be gold. But we have a variety of new players joining the Pens Elite organization.
Yeah, on both squads. So a little split squad ski here, 11s and 10s. Kickoff weekend, so we'll see what rust is left over from the summer. A couple players, this will be one of their first times on the ice in a while. And for others, they've been training and playing throughout the summer. And then obviously both teams having a training camp last weekend. A couple quick practices they were able to get in. So,
yeah, I just actually heard that new goaltender for the Tens, Zeke Fagan, suffered a collarbone?
Broken collarbone playing lacrosse.
Back in May.
Yes.
So, like you said, some of these guys are getting some hockey reps here for the first time in several months. Glad to see that Zeke is recovered nicely and ready to go for the start of the season.
Yep, so we'll talk about some of the new faces. I'm sure I will butcher who's got the puck because no numbers.
Yeah.
No, two mixed squads. So we've got the rainbow of jerseys on one side with the blue, gold, white, gray combination. And on the other side, it looks like it'll be the black-clad practice unis. But yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about a couple of the new people. We'll probably save some of that for the regular season kickoffs as well here on Cine TV. And we will update you. The regular season kickoff, 2010s, will be in action first. 2010s will be in action live from Buffalo.
Ooh.
Buffalo, New York for the Sabre Invitational. They open against the Middlesex Islanders on Friday the 31st, I believe.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
There you go.
Sorry, Friday the 1st of September.
Okay.
So it'll be Friday the 1st of September. Their 2010 first game will be at 11 a.m. from the Lecom Harbor Center in Buffalo against the Middlesex Islanders, another team striving to make that like a top 10 push here.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see that. That team will be pushing, and some news, the 2010s will be national eligible this year. It'll be the first year for this Bantam group to be nationally eligible. So starting lineups here to start things off for the gray team, the color combination team. It looks like in net will be Preston Clutter. On defense, I believe that's David Merlot and Brennan Kaminsky. Up front, it'll be Jack Reel, Brady Parrish, and Cameron Evans. On the other side, it looks like the starting lineups, and that'll be aforementioned Zeke Fagan with Ofterhide, and that might be Merlot. Who would it be the other? No, Ofterhide, maybe Star. I can't tell from here who the other one is. Up front, it looks like Filiagi with, I think, Carlson, perhaps. And
your guess is as good as mine.
Armstrong.
Look at this lead pass.
Pass up. It'll be Armstrong along the boards there, pressured by new Penguin MJ McFall. Taken over by the multicolored team.
The young Armstrong sporting some longer hair this year.
Yeah, and a bubble. Only 2010 with a bubble.
Wow.
as
Ooh.
Rose forcefully takes the puck away in the corner for the black team. Driving up through center, I believe that'll be McElmurray, having it turned back the other way by McFall. Up on the forecheck as well is Hartman. It'll come back to the stick of Cameron Pelly on the multicolored team here. Pressured over in the corner. A centering feed comes off the stick of a multicolored player to the corner. I believe that'll be Pelly coming out with it. He's pressured from behind by Flume. Rolling puck picked up by McElmurray. He'll put it off the skate of Flume right to Halliday. Halliday driving in, leaving it for Flume. Good puck movement there. There's a stick-on puck deflection by McFalls. Cross ice feed. Is that Jones?
Yeah.
Jones looks like a 10.
Yeah, he looks like a 9.
As it's driven in behind. Little battle for it there. That's Hartman. Out of the corner is the dish by Golneck. And it'll be picked up. I believe that's Julius. Up to Pearsall. So our boys on the same squad here. A little homer action. Let's go multicolored team, right, George?
That's right. That's right. They might not have the best players, but they have the best looking players, just like their dads. No? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mostly their moms. And the 2011, so let's talk about that. So the 10s open up in Buffalo. A week later, they're going to defend the back-to-back crowns.
Rochester.
At the Just Get Good in Rochester, New York. So I'm going to spend a lot of time in upstate New York in September. Hopefully maybe see some fall foliage during that time.
Gorgeous this time of year, right?
But yeah, they'll defend their crown in the Just Get Good Invitational. I believe we will start on Thursday or Friday of that week with the first games for the 2011s. So your opening schedules, holiday Labor Day weekend for the 10s in Buffalo, and the following week in their attempt to defend back-to-back Just Get Good championships. And George, last year in that Just Get Good, the 2011s, I mean, they made a statement in that. And
yeah, they won that championship game, Jeremy, 11-3.
And they took off from there and ran wire-to-wire number 1 in the country. From that moment forward, they held that number 1 spot the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, it was an impressive performance, and certainly some upgraded teams vying for that spot this year. So it'll be a fantastic, exciting season here for the boys.
Shot there from the black team, not sure who that was. As they drive in behind, centering feed comes across, a shot from the top. It'll be Carlson getting on the board first. Carlson from the slot.
Number 90. Puck bounces out. I think that might have been Filiagi that bumped it out to him. I could be wrong, but Jack Carlson goes to the blocker side of Preston Clutter, and now it's 1-0 black team.
It'll be Ofterhide with a cross ice sauce to Flume.
I saw what Flume was doing there, just trying to float it to a space, but looks like Gostick is the one who got to it.
Schweitzer, Gostick now back to Merlot, back to Gostick. It is turned the other way by McElmurray. A new 2010 as another feed comes in, trying to pull it around. I believe that was Halliday, perhaps?
Yep. So McElmurray on the ice, Gostick,
Yep.
new players. How many new players?
Well, we
do
talked
the
about
Tens have?
Fegan.
Yep.
We had McFall. I said his name earlier. We have McElmurray and Gostick.
Wow.
So a number of no Austin Wu this year. He vacated the Pittsburgh market to head to Boston. And uniquely enough, the 10s are going with 11 forwards.
The 10s are going with 11 forwards.
11 forwards.
Interesting. Okay. What is that?
As that's Brody Carter driving in. Fans on a centering feed, and back come, looks like Parrish, trailed by Evans. A centering pass goes through. Nice defensive back check there by the black team as two players come together. And we have an injury.
Uh-oh.
Who's down?
I don't know. I can't tell who it is. Looks to be in some discomfort, though.
Yeah, incidental contact there as they came through kind of head-to-head. One reaching for the puck, the other reaching for the puck, and going two different directions.
We'll let you know as soon as we can identify the man down here.
As they get him back up.
The Tyler Bolus, maybe?
Could be. I'm not sure. I can't see from here. Because, again, we don't have numbers.
We're trying to read the numbers in the back of the helmet. Eagle eyes.
Yeah.
We are not.
No. Rolling puck gathered in by the multicolored team. They play catch on defense. It's tossed all the way around behind.
So just in the mixed game here, Jeremy, we see 11 forwards for the rainbow team, the multicolored. 9 for the black team. You think maybe they go 10 and 10, but maybe not.
Hockey players, not mathematicians,
The
George.
multicolored will be fresh. These guys will be fresh.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't know why you would have done that, unless maybe they just didn't have enough jerseys.
4D for each, 6D for each side. Interesting, though, that they're going 11 forwards. I think that the 09s are also going with 11 forwards this season. And you might see a 3 center, 4 wing pair combo. Carlson looking for number 2 there.
Nobody knows what, nobody on the 10s has, we've never been through it. The 9s have been through 10 forwards before, so I had an understanding of what that looks like. The 10s have never been through anything but 9 or less, so no one knows. No one knows. Looks like maybe there's been a trade. Looks like maybe somebody counted like you, George.
Well, someone was listening to the CNE TV broadcast. They heard it, and they liked.
Oh, and maybe that's just subbing for the injured player, too.
Oh.
If he's still down. It looks like maybe he's up, though.
Yeah, I think he is. I think it was Bolus.
Who's making a position change.
Yeah, he is.
So that's something to talk about. Some new 2011s as well. Why don't you go through the new faces on that team?
Yeah, we got 2 new bodies for the 11s. We have Ryan Schweitzer, number 23. He's actually the player who just switched teams. He's now on black. And Dom Caruso, number 78, a defender for the 2011 Hannon team. So some new blood.
As McFall makes an inside to outside move. Tries the center one right there is Carlson to pick it off, and he'll find Flume. Flume weaving to the middle, has it taken away. Tap to the outside for McFall. Kept in the zone, though, by the black team.
How would you describe the play so far? Just maybe a little bumpy here, a little rocky?
Yeah, not as polished as it's exactly what you would expect from a
It is.
mixed squad early season scrimmage. I think we've seen some pretty good puck movement.
Oh!
As a shot from Jones goes off the blocker of Fegan and trickles over the line to tie it at 1.
The big body Jones, number 18, Big Mike, if you're out there watching. Great power move to the middle, and I think he ended up just catching the goaltender Zeke Fegan off guard with that quick shot.
Yeah, able to cut right across the center of the zone there, challenging that defender.
Yep.
As it's tapped back in, the black team will take it to the corner. I think they've had the better of play thus far, but Jones able to get an equalizer
1-1.
Well, I'm curious if any of that is you're talking about well rested. The other part is how tough is it to get in the flow of the game when, the one team has 11 forwards.
Yep. Well,
So now they're down to 10 and 10, so we'll see a little bit of that too. As Pearsall gets to it, he'll drive in the offensive zone. He's got Gostick behind him as we get a body check there by, is that Flume? Star. Star lays the body on Flume, and obviously no checking in a preseason scrimmage. So he'll take a seat, and we'll see the power play unit here step out.
going to the man advantage, the multicolored team scores 1-1 here, Jeremy.
It'll be Evans to take the face-off against Filiaggi. Evans wins it over off the stick of Paris to Merlot. Merlot back to Paris. Chez Paris. To Merlot at the point. Now Paris. Paris shoots one. It's gloved and held.
Now, I'm not a power play specialist, okay? But my preference, you see, is that Paris that had that puck? He's a lefty. I like to have the righty over there. He's open for the shot.
There's two lefties, though.
Two lefties, okay,
Yeah.
well.
So, yeah, two lefties. So you don't have that option necessarily. Here's Reel across. Heavy shot coming from Kaminsky, I believe. That'll be gloved down. Now Paris back to it. Paris to Merlot. He gets it off the skate. Down low for Reel. Now you've got the righty you wanted.
I see Brendan Kaminsky, the defender, in front of the net, your net friend presence.
So, yeah, Tens last year did that where they took a defender as a bumper position in front of the net. And they set up two wings on those half walls as Evans finds Reel all the way up the wing, unable to catch it with speed, so he'll nicely pull up and control here. Little 3-on-2, and right there's one where you want to see him continue to control that and let the rest of the team come up. It's 2-on-3, no need to rush that one there, and it comes right back out of the zone. So only 20 seconds left on the man advantage here as it's iced. But it's a good ice because with a running clock, oh, they're not going to call icing. So, okay, he raised his arm, and somebody called it off. My guess is with the running clock, they were going to let it go on the PK.
You see the speedy Brenneman there, Jeremy. I want to make a preseason prediction right now. Zach Brenneman is going to have a monster season.
I would concur.
I've been telling everybody who will listen.
Which, I mean, Cine TV audience, they'll listen.
That might be the only one who listens. Correct. But, yeah, Brenneman, he just looks so quick, so explosive. That's always been a hallmark of his game. But, really seems to be jumping off the ice here in the early going. And I'm sure his parents, Matt and Carrie, would be pleased to see that.
Battle in the corner. Be forced out of the zone by the multicolors. Starr, who took the penalty early, able to find Brody Carter. Carter up for Carlson. Carlson, one-on-one as he drives in and fires one to the backhand.
That was a sneaky backhand shot. Clutter with the big blocker save there.
You gotta love the back pressure there as they were able to take the puck away from Hartman, who drove the zone.
Yep.
Good back checking from the black team there as Multicolored will fire one in. It'll bounce off of, as Fagan able to set things up. It'll rolling puck all the way in, picking it up in their own end. As a multicolored team rimming it around. Pearsall takes a bump, but is able to force it out the center. Up to the outside, picked off. Good read there by Pearsall. He was just in a mix of 5 black jerseys. Carlson has it taken away. McFall will come away with it. Driving the outside on Caruso. Maybe a little too much there as he kind of stopped and pulled up. It'll be sent across for a blast from Kaminsky that sails just over the cage. Good pick up there by McFall. He tries to go deep with it. That'll be intercepted and played to the outside.
I do think it's an adjustment, Jeremy, when you have some of these kids coming from outside the organization. They're coming in from a team. You're probably the Wayne Gretzky of that team, where you're adapting now to a squad where everybody can play and trying to get that puck moving. Certainly an adjustment for, I think, all these players coming in from other programs.
And that's where these preseason scrimmages are good.
Yep.
Give them a chance to catch everybody to catch a little bit of the game speed. As behind the cage is McElmurray trying to look in front. It'll be McFall. He's got Gostick. Gostick hammering the stick on the ice, looking for a pass. Doesn't get it, peels off to go for a line change. You can see the frustration there. Yeah. As it'll be Pelly defending all the way into the defensive zone. A nice feed. Here's Ofteride down Main Street. Heavy shot, chested aside by the mask-wearing Clutter. As Jones tries to weave through a few. That'll be taken away and sent back up by the black team. I think Filiaggi with it now. He'll dump it in behind the defender. Get position. They get tied up. And we get a penalty. A hook.
Is that going to be on Filiaggi or is that going to be on the defender?
I think Filiaggi, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Oh, no, they're going to put Foster.
Oh.
Okay.
Could have gone either way.
I agree.
Filiaggi may have bought that with the arms raised to the air.
Totally agree.
So now we'll have a penalty kill here. Looks like Real to take the face off against Filiaggi.
Nice stick there.
Great stick by Paris. We see that a ton on the 10s, PK. Real with the back pressure. He'll stay with it. As a rolling puck will come free to Real. He chips it up for Paris. He's got to get that one out. But it'll be Real following through. Like, that's one of those 2 feet from the blue line, feet standing still. You got to chip that out the center.
Yep.
Make them regroup on the PK. But here's the multicolored team in their own end. And again, preseason scrimmage.
Yeah.
These will all be teaching points for the boys.
Here we go.
As there's a D-to-D pass by Bros, is picked off by Real. He's in by himself. He'll wind, he'll fire, and a lordy, look who's shorty. It's the real deal, Jack Real, making it 2-1 multicolored team.
Yeah, Jack Real putting some pressure on the point there, Jeremy, shorthanded. Shades of Mario pressuring the point, picks off the pass, and uses the afterburners to blow past the black team defender. I think that might have been Bros, who was flat-foot at the time, clearly at the point, and makes no mistake about it.
Good jump on the wing there. Evans won that face-off, but the wing for the dark black team able to get it and make a play on it. And now we are going to get icing. Last time we got no icing. This time we get icing.
Referee Miller is going to just call the game by his own rules here.
He did raise his arm for icing before, did he not?
No doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
Was a little confused. It looks like it'll be Jones at the right dot.
Look for
this
Foster
time.
out of the box here, Jeremy. Look for him. Right here. Look.
Oh, Jones just behind Evans. He would have had him. Evans cut left. Jones passed right.
I like it.
Or else we could have potentially had our second shorty. Well, I guess Foster was coming out too.
Yeah.
Would have been a potential 2-on-1 there.
Yep.
As Golnack will pressure. Now Evans behind. Evans uses the body to separate the puck. Gets it back to the point. Off the mask of Fagan, rebound off to the side, the net comes off.
Jeremy, I've seen Danny Foster score a number of those breakaway goals out of the box. Danny known primarily as a defensive defenseman, I would say. But all these kids are so skilled that on multiple times I've seen him sprung, and he knows how to finish. So I thought we might see it there.
He gets sprung from time to time out of the penalty box.
Yep.
It'll be played in deep off of Jones to Golnack. Golnack uses the body perfectly to protect the puck.
See that patience there?
Back to the point for Merlot. Oh, Golnack looking across a sauce, but you didn't need to sauce that. There was a perfect passing lane there, right at the horn.
I also like the play Merlot made. He kind of went to the high point, drew the defender with him, and then had a no-look pass back to Golnack. That was a nice play.
So are we halfway through the game, perhaps? You think so? We're going to play 2 halves here?
I think we are not halfway through. I think we're going to play 3 periods.
3 periods? No, I think we're halfway through. 45 to 45, and we're 15 in.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I think we'll get second half action. Going to go scrimmage football style, right?
Yeah.
It is second half action. Maybe basketball. Football's got the 2 quarters. Basketball's got or 4 quarters. Basketball with the 2 halves.
College basketball.
Yes. Yeah, the real basketball. That other, I don't know what that other stuff is.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's on the same time as hockey season. So the minor league basketball season that goes on?
This is true.
The NIMBA?
By the way, you're seeing some fresh bodies to the ice. If you see the goaltenders maybe look a tad bit smaller, it's because we've gone from the 2010 goalies in both net to now the 2011 goalies.
A tad smaller. Look to your left. Zeke is 6'4", and Squish is 4'1".
The Squish tender here to our left in black, and then, of course, Rylan Calabrese in all black. The cannoli, that's right, the cannoli, thank you. To our right, and Rylan fresh off a beach trip. He might be knocking off some rust here, but my guess is he'll pop right back into shape. The Cannoli. What a great nickname, huh? What a great nickname.
As we fire up the running clock, Miller working the scoreboard, as well as reffing the game. I mean, a man of many talents.
Right.
Boys conversing on the ice.
Exchanging pleasantries. And now here's your face-off.
We brought on by Armstrong. Armstrong to the outside, tries to challenge the defender that's taken away. Battled for along the boards. A couple players bang into each other. Looks like a little game of Twister out there. Chopped past Armstrong. Here's Brenneman trying to chip it by. That's kept in well by Chappie. They'll come out to the point. This is Ofteride. Always dangerous with the puck.
Yeah.
Back to McElmurray for a blast that goes off of a skate. Rebound in front, kick to the outside by the squish tender. Early action for him.
Oh,
Offside. It was Brenneman getting in front of Pelly. And then he shoots the puck. He could find him planted in the penalty box for that if that occurs during a game. Or perhaps planted by a goaltender if they take offense.
yeah.
Gostick set to take the draw against Filiaggi. They battle. It'll be Real coming away with it. Into the offensive zone. He'll pull up. Looking. All the way across. Is that track with it, I believe?
It is.
Tossed in behind. Picked off. Nice read there by Burrows.
The Cannoli looking to face his first action and since the 8th grade picnic here.
Oh, there's a tough one. As that'll come off of a defender's stick. It'll be a breakaway for Filiaggi. And the squish tender says no siree.
What a play by Squish. Filiaggi tries to go to the backhand. The Squish says no.
On a breakaway from the other blue line as a pass comes in front. McFall can't clear. It'll be picked up by Real. Real up to Gostick.
Squish will be talking about that.
Gostick cutting to the inside. Cross ice pass behind the back. That almost connects to McFall, but back comes the black team. Black team off the stick of the outside. I believe that's Villela, who's going to be switching numbers this year, something to take a look at. Now Nonger, number 90. It still says 90 on the Bucky right now. Well, that's going to change. Number 7.
Really?
Number 7.
Is there a significance to that?
I don't know. We'll have to have that in the interview
Okay.
process that we'll do later on.
Jeremy, the people want to know those types of things, right? That's
Yes.
what we're here for.
Maybe we could send somebody down to the bench with a microphone and talk about it.
I think the coaches would like that.
Yeah, they'd be thrilled.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I misspoke because the teams are now shooting on the other net. The squish tender is actually the multicolored goalie.
Yes. Evans to the point for Kaminsky. He twists away from the pressure from Flume, and there's a kick save for the Cannoli.
The Cannoli's back.
Back again. Off the outside of the net to the left of the squish tender. Battled for down low as it's tossed in behind. There's Kaminsky. A warrior in white for this one.
He really is. Look at him.
Just battling.
That's
And we'll get a
Schweitzer.
rough on Kaminsky.
Which-
I don't know about that call.
Which I will tell you, Jeremy, now this 2010 team, they are now in their first year of checking.
Yeah, I don't think that was a check, though.
No, I'm just saying, but in general, I think they're more starting to embrace a more physical game. And, is that a factor here?
As the father of the goaltender, now shorthanded, that was a terrible call.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you're listening right now, you're on City TV. You're watching a scrimmage, yes, just a scrimmage, mixed squad scrimmage, as Squish with a kick save and a
my
beauty
goodness.
off the one-timer.
None other than, who is that, Filiaggi again? No, not Filiaggi.
And the squish tender has Star literally on top of him.
Yep.
I like seeing Star down low.
Yep.
Or maybe that's Flume. Sorry, that was Flume. As he kicks another one away. Mid-season form here. As the power play going to work for the team in black. Yes, you're watching a mixed squad scrimmage. If you also are looking for advertising opportunity, if you're watching, just imagine how many of the millions upon millions of Cine TV fans out there are going to be watching. And we have an update, a programming update for Cine TV. We are proud to announce that we are the official broadcast home of not only the 2011 Pens Elite and the 2010 Pens Elite, but also now the 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.
Is that right?
Will be broadcast live on Cine TV.
Wow.
And the 2012 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite will be broadcast live on Cine TV.
Unbelievable.
So a little note there. So if you're looking to get your business recognized, this might be the place with our millions upon millions
That's
in
impressive.
Swirly Nation.
Up until this year, the 09s was referred to as the Monco feed. Tom Monco typically streaming those, but he is now hopping on the Cine TV bandwagon.
In order to get on YouTube and still stream mobily, he will be using Cine TV's platform in order to do so. So we're happy to have the 09s. Because it used to be on Facebook Live, correct?
Yep.
That's Gostick. Fresh onto the ice, driving in, looking, tries to feed one across. A great defensive play there by Burrows. Talk about midseason form. Look at that slide to the back post, takes away the passing lane on Gostick, and the Cannoli able to snag an outside shot.
You see there's some of these kids, like a Bros, for example, starting to really shoot up, Jeremy, starting to grow. You see that height, you know, when you don't see these kids for 4 months or so, a lot of things can change in that time.
Luckily for me, mine haven't done that.
Okay, well. It's coming. It is coming.
Kim's starting to grow a bit, I think.
Spoke to him the other day. His voice sounded a little bit lower.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
As Gostick controls. Nice play there to the outside. Now it's Real. Real with McFall on the backside. He'll drive the net, and Cannoli able to kick one out on the short side attempt by Real. Working it in. I think that's Track again. Knocked down, has it taken away. I think Star working the back end. Real will take it from him. Over for Gostick, who kind of pushes one towards the cage. I'm not sure if he was trying to pass it across to McFall or fire it on net.
Some extended zone time there, but now the black team coming the other way.
It'll be Filiaggi to the high slot for Carlson. In front, back door, kicked away. He's there again with the pad.
Filiaggi.
He's going to have squishy nightmares.
He is. He really is. Squishy looking sharp.
As Kaminsky works along the corner. In deep, McFall will battle. Over in support comes the multicolored. We give these teams some names. I don't like multicolored.
I don't.
Black. Let's go with
Not rainbow.
Yeah. That's all sides. And Miller will be right there to make the call. Let's go with the. We're going to go. Look, multicolored team is now NASCAR.
Okay.
And. Oh, what's the dance they do in rugby? The haka or the hookah or the Australian team, the All Blacks come out and they intimidate the other team at center ice.
I'm intimidated just hearing about it.
I'll have to. That's not going to work because I can't think of it. So we've got NASCAR.
Look at Jones
driving in. It's Jones. He's got Evans with him. He'll wind and fire Cannoli there.
He had Cameron backdoor. Jones going for number 2.
I'm sure that'll be one he'll see come regular. That's, it's a scrimmage.
Yep.
As here comes McElmurray.
Cannoli and the squish tender cannot be beaten thus far. Looking sharp.
It'll be Paris. Well in front of Evans there. He'll track it to the corner. Villela the first one to it as he knocks Evans to the ice.
Oh, boy.
And it comes free to Jones. He's got him again. This time he finds him, and the one-timer fanned on.
He paid him back there. What a pass by Jones from the corner. Wow.
Here's Paris trying to get it in front. Evans looking for the deflection. It'll be McElmurray coming out.
Oof. I'd say the first half. Uh-oh, here comes Jones.
As the cannoli there, Evans chops the rebound wide.
Another big save from Ryland. Wow. And Jones, just an absolute factor, Jeremy, every shift. I've noticed him quite a bit.
Deflected by Evans, kicked out by the cannoli. Here's Pearsall with it. He drives in. It's knocked away. Golnack to the puck. In front, rolling. Puck picked up and carried back out by the All Blacks. They are the All Blacks. That's the team that does it. We can just go. We can go with that, or I think of a good name. Oh, licorice. NASCAR and licorice. Because who doesn't like black licorice? Other than like 97% of the country.
I was going to say everyone.
Oh, how about candy corn and black licorice? Those are our team names, because the two most hated candies in the world.
Buddy, great. And you got some white jerseys here and the yellow. It makes sense. It does.
Candy corn with it at center.
Candy corn still holding on to a 2-1 lead here.
As they drive the licorice zone. In comes Pearsall. I got Track getting it deep, perhaps? Maybe Brenneman. Brenneman, perhaps. I can always tell Pearsall with that slightly off-colored helmet.
It's because he's got a giant head. The Bowers don't fit.
The large melon of Braden Pearsall. As Kaminsky behind. Out to the point, it'll be Caruso. Also with the slightly different shade of yellow.
Yeah, that's a Predators helmet.
Knocked down on the play is real.
Tom Caruso.
McFall will take it away. Up to the point. Merlot down for McFall. Nice top pass behind. He'll wind and fire short side.
Boy, oh boy.
As Filiaggi comes free. Defended by Kaminsky. And they'll call him down again.
Give him a penalty shot against Squish. Squish wants it.
Filiaggi with that quick step, able to get just a corner on Kaminsky, who drags him to the ice. They'll go back to the power play.
Kaminsky
back to the sin bin.
Penalty number 2 here on the day. And yeah.
I definitely think that one was the right call.
I agree.
First one, First one might have been big kid, little kid.
He got his money's worth on that one.
Yeah. Filiaggi will set up the man advantage all the way across. A one-timer by Armstrong. Fandon.
Ooh, nifty play there.
And now we're going to get another penalty here. And it'll be a trip on Foster. He heads back to the sin bin. So a 5-on-3 man advantage here.
5-on-3. And
I don't like that call at all. Not with an already man advantage. It's a scrimmage.
Both of these guys are in the box for the second time, right? Dan Foster in the stands to my left. Looks like he wants to bludgeon someone. Does not agree with that call.
Now, let's be clear, though, that the differentiating goal came on a licorice power play.
That's true.
When Candy Corn was able to score a shorty. Shot up and over the Squish tender off the stick of Filiaggi.
It's too bad that Cameron is not shooting on Squish. A little brother-on-brother action, you know? Maybe it's for the best.
Yeah. They do that from time to time. As Gostick defends Filiaggi, who fires one down low, kicked out by Squish. He gets the 2 rebounds, but not the third, as they weren't able to box everybody out.
Can't quite make out who that was. Number 20, was that
might be Armstrong on the side of the cage there.
Yep.
Tying the game up on the man advantage.
2-2 with just under 14 minutes to go here. You're going to see Foster out of the box in 45 seconds.
As Evans fires a blistering shot, and the cannoli there with the glove to knock it down.
Oh, boy.
Squish gets the shot off the stick of the Licorice. As they twist and run, another one comes in, and that's just a beautiful play.
What a nice play that was.
Was that Valella?
I think it was.
So penalty is coming out to bite Candy Corn here in the third. Can't sit in the box the whole time. A 5-on-3 and then a 5-on-4.
Big number 7, Tino Valella. The defenseman, too. He's getting up into the play there, huh?
Chipped around, battled for, and coming off the wall, McElmurray finding somebody backdoor right there. Team Candy Corn getting on the wrong side of the player there.
Nice play by Squish. Knocked that into the corner.
Winning the race, McElmurray to the puck. Be supported by Evans, who comes away with it. With speed, he's got Jones with him. Evans to the outside, now to the inside, cuts across, feeds Jones, what a dish! A little slip past Jones, down low, can't beat the cannoli.
Wow, great little dish there, and Jones looking for more action on the score sheet.
There's a shot from Bolus, blocked by Kaminsky. Battled forward by Merlot. With all the calls that have gone Black's way, maybe a hook there by the Team Licorice.
Tell you what.
That they're getting away with. As they'll gain the zone, here's Golnack. With speed, just in the stick handling process, loses control.
Almost got it.
Merlot with it. All the way across, here's Brenneman. With speed, down the left. Looking in front, looking for Evans, misses him with the pass, and back comes Licorice. Licorice to the outside is Flume. Flume driving in, back pressure by Pearsall. What a back check. Here comes Reel. In, onside, he'll pull up, look to the net, fire one, a pass to the stick of Pearsall, and in front, deflected once, twice, kicked out by the cannoli.
The cannoli, razor sharp here, Jeremy, thus far. And I'd like to say it's been 10 minutes of action, but I think they've thrown some more time on the clock a few times here.
Yeah, I think that the clock started with like 24 minutes, I think, on it. They were down at 20, but then there's one we got to be paying attention. Never know when that puck's going to come. Prime example is Real battles in deep. Now Pearsall. All the way to the point. Is that Pelly with it? Hammers one. It's blocked. Foster able to make a play to prevent a breakaway from Brody Carter.
Nice play there.
It's with those block shots up high, you've got to find that lane.
Yep.
Weaving with it, Starr across for Halliday. Good breakout there as Filiaggi will fire one in front to Ofterhide. Back for Starr. He'll wind, he'll fire, and it's blockered aside by the squish tender. Here comes Gostick with speed, dangerous as he pulls to the backhand. He'll tuck it in behind. It's a 3-3 game.
Boy, Gostick just looks like a horse.
Power, and did you see how he was able to protect the puck from Starr, get the body in front, cut back, go forehand, backhand, and tickle the twine?
Yeah, that wasn't a small player that he did that to. That was Jake Starr. Certainly a top defender here for the Tens, and Gostick, just a powerful player.
Recognized he had that angle and just protected the puck, drove the net, and made a play. I know they'll be happy to have him with the squad this season.
Especially with the addition of checking this year.
Yes, as he's in again. Can he do it twice as the cannoli comes out sprawling and makes a big save? Cross-ice feed for MJ McFall, who fans on a shot to the corner. Just comes off the heel of the twig there. Here comes Filiaggi, 1-on-2. He'll challenge them both. Trying to drag it through. The squish will get to it. Filiaggi, they had a 3-on-2. He chose to challenge both defenders there with the toe drag. And he got through, but just couldn't quite control the puck, and Squish able to get a paddle to it and tie it up for a whistle, 3-3 tie.
I think it might have been the sight of Squish, Jeremy. Got him a little bit rattled, right? Could be. Filiaggi always dangerous every time he touches the puck. And
shot from Villela blocked. He is. And you can see the power. He's a kid who's matured, and you have that powerful stride that he's got as Armstrong knocks one out of the air. Evans will follow on. Gathered in by Licorice.
Is that
lofting one up?
Is that Paris right there in on the forecheck 24?
Yep.
I've noticed him multiple times today, Jeremy. He's got a quick first step. Great stick. There you see him there, putting pressure on, creating the turnover.
Good read. They're playing well off each other. 24 and 43, both in gray.
Yep.
Reading the forecheck as we got Golnak, who's always up on the forecheck. Is a shot blasted wide by Merlot, just past the stick of Evans, who was looking for the deflection.
Yeah.
I think Merlot saw him there too. That was intentional.
I agree. Looking all the way for the home run pass.
As it rolls off the stick of Evans, he'll stay with it, just has it roll off of his stick. It'll be Starr getting to it. Starr, is this a long shift for Starr? He was out there for the goal by Gostick a while back. As it's weaved in front and chopped at. Is that Jones again?
Jones, Jones knows where to go to score those goals, Jeremy. He goes right to his office, nicknamed Shaquille O'Neal.
Could we have seen fatigue there? Because I think
you're right.
I think Starr was on the ice for the Gostick goal, which was probably 2 minutes ago. And he was on the ice again there, and he's still on. So maybe he did make a change in between.
Maybe
they might just have gone through a full series. So I could be completely wrong there.
That would be the first time.
No, not at all. So maybe not a fatigue issue because he's still on the ice. So there's no way he would still be out there. So must have made a couple of changes in between. As out comes Jones. A cross ice feed blocked by Caruso.
Jones is another player, Jeremy. He has, despite already being a larger player, he certainly has sprouted up a bit this offseason.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and he was a big boy last year. He's a big boy this year. He's even bigger. But having a successful baseball season as well, according to the social media. He was out there winning some championships on the baseball field in the offseason, as was the Squish Tender, a baseball player, bringing home a couple crowns this year.
Nice.
And getting to play down in the Ripken experience, so that was a lot of fun.
Wow, great.
I know Brody Carter, also a baseball player for the 2010s in Hudson, Ohio. I'm sure we have a few more, as well as some lacrosse players.
Multi-sport athletes here, right?
Yeah. As in comes the Team Licorice as a shot comes in. Great block.
Yep. Here we go. Brenneman.
Licorice.
The black team.
Pearsall battling in the corner. Good body position there by the defender. I think that might have been Chappell.
Yeah.
As out comes Licorice. Great. Do you see that back? Stick lift, and here he comes, McFall. Showing the speed, the power, and a drive down low. Kicked out, rebound to Reel. It's blocked.
I thought it went in and bounced out.
A blocked shot by Ofterhide saves the day at the side of the net, and the Cannoli able to cover.
Wow. Looks like we're swapping the 2010 goalies back into the game here. I see Preston Clutter.
With the difference in timing, I'm guessing that's why.
I agree. By the way, joined in the booth right now momentarily by part-time color commentator Todd Bullis, wearing possibly the tightest and shortest shorts I've ever seen.
I love it.
Yeah.
The old bike shorts, the old high school gym teacher 1985s.
Wow.
I believe we got those from Miss Man.
I think so.
As a shot comes in and sails over the net. That was Trek.
Lyndon Track, new shoulder pads this year, Jeremy. Looks like he's bulking up a bit.
As Gostick works it down low, all the way across for McFall. He'll spin off for Reel. McFall battles. McFall good with the stick. Noticing some of the stuff with the new players. McFall really good at lifting sticks and freeing pucks up and creating dangerous counterattacks with that. as Villela up the outside, looking for Brody Carter. Defended on the outside by Linden Track. It's kicked away by Fagan.
Nice speed there by Carter, taking it wide, but Track pushes him to the outside.
Both 11.
Intestine, the stomach area to fit more. And I may or may not, I can neither confirm nor deny that I brought Tupperware with me to take leftovers home.
Nice. Well, you like me. You get to go to 2 of those picnics, as
Yes.
do I. So I will be getting.
Actually, I think ours are close to the same time, so I just get to stay there.
There you go. Just a mega feast.
Bring up a trough. That's what I'm going for. Trough. That's Kaminsky. Bouncing puck off the stick. It'll be gathered in by Hartman. He's tripped. The arm stays down. Liquor getting away with one there.
Jim, I just noticed Minsky just, brutal play to play against.
Yep.
Just kind of nasty.
Yep. Tough kid to play against.
Yeah.
Exactly what he is.
Every puck battle, he just kind of getting in there, throwing the shot. Those are the type of players, that winning teams have.
Yep.
So,
he's tough to play, as you can tell. Ostick tough to play against.
yeah.
So the 10s, I think, the 11s have that too.
First
You're chappy.
First checking for the 10s. Who are you expecting going to lead the way as far as that physical contact goes?
I mean, I think you look at Kaminsky, you look at Gossi, you look at a couple of the guys, but I don't know that anybody's really shying away from it.
Yep.
So that's really the important part. Isn't who's gonna, in my opinion, who's gonna, because the thing got to be careful of is going out of your way to try to deliver a hit,
Yep.
and then getting yourself out of position and it costing your team on the scoreboard because you wanted to go light somebody up.
Yep.
So nobody's shying away from it, so that's a good thing. As they tap it by, it'll be McElmurray.
Was that Ofterhide that fed it through to him? Might have been. And no clue what that misses score now with 20 seconds to go.
It's tied at 4 at the moment.
Tied at 4. All right. I don't count that high, Jeremy.
So whoever did a job splitting these teams did a pretty good job. As Paris has a bouncing puck at center. 8 seconds left. In comes Jones.
Looking for the hat trick.
Needs it across, and that'll be Evans on the back. He wraps it around, and Clutter gets the glove.
Oh, wow. What a save by Clutter there as time expires.
And you love that. Clutter and Evans. Evans had that puck on his hip with a 0.1 second, but season scrimmage, if you're going to fail now.
Absolutely. Good to see the boys out there knocking some rust off, getting acclimated to new teammates. And I thought there was a chance that maybe we would see a 2010 versus 2011 scrimmage here today. I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad that we saw them mix up and getting to play with some new guys.
I think, right now it's not necessarily about chemistry. It is more about the knocking the rust off, trying to play the game the right way. And you can benefit from playing with some different kids at this point in time. We're still in the 11 days, 3 weeks away from the start of the season. Yeah. So the chemistry is going to come from the practices.
And I'll tell you what else. As quickly as much as these kids play, Jeremy, whatever rust is there will be knocked off pretty quickly. Because the Penguins have these kids jump into the pool really head first.
So we'll see you in a couple weeks here on City TV. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and we're going to have some, hopefully have some media stuff coming out here soon. So give us a follow, and remember, follow along the 9, the 10s, the 11s, and the 12s. Coming to you live on City TV. Thanks for joining us. Good day.